So just the other day, I was reading the comments on one of my videos, as I do, and someone, and I'll leave them nameless, was calling me out for only previewing the Champions League semifinals, so I was like, F it, let's do another preview. And so here we are to talk about the Europa League semifinals, and we're gonna start with Marseille versus RB Salzburg. And what makes this matchup incredibly interesting is that they've already played against each other in this competition. Twice, that's right, they were in the same group, Group I, and Marseille needed a draw at home in the last game against Salzburg, who had already clinched the top spot, to get second and then move on to the knockout rounds, and Marseille did, thankfully for them. 0-0, so not a very entertaining affair. But oddly, in a must-win game, Marseille manager Rudy Garcia didn't even start his best players, which actually was consistent with how he did it throughout the competition leading up to that point, apparently preferring to focus all of his team's energy on Ligue 1. But since getting to the knockout rounds, the manager has changed his mind and wisely decided to start his best players like Valery Germain, Dimitri Payet, Kostas Mitroglou, I think I said that right, and Florian Thauvin. And as a result, they started scoring goals, lots of them. They put 3 past Braga in the round of 32, 5 past Athletic Bilbao in the round of 16, and 5 past RB Leipzig in the quarterfinals, which means the Marseille team that RB Salzburg saw in the group stages that scored 0 goals against them in 2 group games will not be the same team that they face when the semifinals start. But if we're being fair, this Salzburg team isn't the same either, because since these two teams last met in December, they have clinched the league title in Austria for the 5th straight season, but maybe even more impressively, they came back from 3 goals down against a very good Lazio team in the second leg of the Europa League quarterfinals and scored 4 goals in the last 35 minutes to shock everyone, except me, of course, because I predicted they would do it. I had total faith in them, and no, I didn't. I got f***ing lucky, and so did they. But sometimes when good things go your way, you feel a sense of fate, that you're destined to do special things, and after that performance, you have to believe that RB Salzburg have got that nothing to lose type of feeling now, that they can conquer anyone that is in their path, and honestly, that kind of confidence can go a long, long way. But this Marseille team is fire right now. They are so good, and I feel like they're peaking at just the right moment. As evidenced by them scoring 13 goals in their last 3 games, and to take it even farther back than that, they've lost only 3 league games since December, which has put them within striking distance of second place in League 1 point, in fact, behind Monaco, who's in second, but Lyon is above them as well because they're tied on points and goal difference. And it's not about that. It's about finishing second and who can get that automatic Champions League spot. However, since they have their positioning in the league to worry about too, while Salzburg already has their league wrapped up, maybe that's going to be too much for Marseille to concentrate on. At this, we got that, and I don't know. So my prediction is the best player for each team, 25-year-old Florian Thauvin for Marseille, who has 21 goals and 12 assists in the league in Europe combined this season. Fantastic numbers. We'll see if he stays with the club. He's going to continue to step up like he has all year, as will Salzburg's 25-year-old Munas de Boer, who has 24 goals in his league in Europe combined, which means he's probably going to be moving to a bigger club in the summer with those numbers too. But I need to stop getting sidetracked with creating my own transfer rumors. So anyway, I believe that Tauvin's supporting cast is stronger than De Boer's, and I think that will be the difference as Marseille returns to the Europa League final for the first time since 2004. And just to make this official, I think the final score over the 2 legs will be 5-3. And up next, it's the tastier of the 2 matchups, Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal. And first off, a shout out to my 2 former career mode clubs for facing off against each other for the first time ever in a European competition. Second, and this is a crazy fun fact, when I played FIFA 17, it correctly predicted that the US would not qualify for the World Cup, and I was pissed.
The World Cup, let's look at these groups. I'm actually quite excited, I'm feeling positive about the US's chances. Where's the US? Where's the US? This is a sham. This is total bullshit.
But they were right. And then in FIFA 18, I was playing in the Europa League final in my AC Milan career mode, and I lost to Arsenal behind 2 goals from Alexander Lacazette, the bastard. Which means, will FIFA get 2 bold predictions correct 2 years in a row? I mean, if that happens, that would be fucking insane. Third, with Arsene Wenger's recent announcement that he's leaving Arsenal at the end of the season, all of the emotion towards him, which was reaching ridiculous levels of anger and frustration and hue-whizzy tears over these last few years, has completely changed, and now everyone loves the old professor again because they all know that we're witnessing the end of an era. Because this man changed the club for the better, which will live on long after he's gone, and so we all know how this is going to end. And it's not the happy ending that we all want. It's going to be Diego Simeone making sure his players hack the crap out of Arsenal's talented players, because we all know Arsenal don't tend to do well against very physical opponents, which would obviously kill any type of rhythm and flow that Arsenal are trying to establish, and of course what they prefer to have when they're playing, which could quite possibly take all the fun out of Arsene Wenger's last days in charge, but Diego Simeone doesn't give a f***. However, with Diego Costa hurt, and this first leg being at the Emirates where Arsenal have won their last 6 games and have scored at least 3 goals in all 6 of those, and with Atleti hitting a bad patch of form since they've won only 1 of their last 5, having failed to score in their last 2, and with them being winless in their last 4 away games, losing 3-0 most recently to Real Sociedad. Come on, Atleti. Have some respect for yourself. I actually believe that the Gunners have a real shot to establish a lead in leg 1, which they won't give up in leg 2, and Arsenal, on the back of some inspiring performances, specifically in the back line, as they try to win one last trophy for their long-serving manager, will somehow find a way to grind out the result they need as they get to their first ever Europa League final, and the score is going to be 3-2 over 2 legs. Also, another fun fact for you, I'm going to be in Madrid for leg 2 of this game. Yes! I just got my ticket confirmed yesterday, and I am absolutely buzzing about being there. But I'm curious as to how you, the viewers, want your content from me. Do you want to see a vlog? And I only ask because you punks don't watch my vlogs like you do my other content, even though I feel like they're really, really good vlogs. Or would you rather just see smaller snippets of how it's all going down on my Twitter and Insta handles at Jimmy Conrad? So let me know your thoughts, and I'll do my best to make it happen. Anyway, that is it. That is all I got, and my final prediction is Arsenal versus Marseille in the Europa League final. So do you agree or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments along with your thoughts about what I asked before, and I'll see you tomorrow. Later.